Home field advantage. You want to use that in this game. Toronto will try and do so here. He is a star among stars, and today we'll get to watch him play his game. Vladimir Guerrero on the field. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be today as he goes against Oakland?
A good right-hander on the mound in this one, and if he executes the scouting report against this lineup, it shouldn't be too difficult for him to come up with the outs necessary to come away with a win.
The A's lineup looks like this.
Not a great lineup in there today for this manager, so they're going to have to pitch well and play defense to have a chance to win in this one.
And the rookie left fielder at play. We're about ready to kick things off here, and he'll be receiving the first pitch of the game. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1.
Well, that's a swing right there. He wasn't trying to just hit a dribbler the other way. He was trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Great pitch, though. He just swings and misses.
Swings and misses at the curve, already 0-2. And it's fouled off. And another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough 0-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Let's see if he can make the pitcher make a mistake.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
Swung on, that is hit. That should be a base hit.
Now batting for the Oakland.
Well, there's no reason in the world for any hitter to want to swing at that pitch. A pitch down out of the strike zone. Never had a chance at all to be a strike. But that's why we're up here talking about it, and he's down there doing it. He can get his bat on that ball to get a hit.
So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively.
Defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to make the plays like other teams have to be able to get big outs.
No outs in the corners are covered. This one's grounded foul, wide of first. Here's a slider that misses, 1-1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
The pitch. Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2.
We threw him that slider right there. Got him to swing a little bit early. Got to be a little more patient with that pitch.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, one away.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
We'll have some great MLB action coming your way. April 1st, it's for real. Colorado Rockies will be on the road. They head to the Rogers Center to take on the Blue Jays. That will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, Gary, that should be a fun one to watch for sure.
Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Line towards third and foul. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's in there. The A's will score.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. It's going to be Wilson now. Now this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame.
Well, you always want to be the team that jumps out early, guys, especially when you can provide that valuable run support for your starter.
One out with runners at first and second. Starts him off with one in there for a strike. This kind of start means a lot to a starter, kind of approach where you can kind of take each at bat, do what you want to do, and not be overly worried.
You know, don't be mistaken. It doesn't just affect the pitcher here. It also affects the opposing lineup. They know now they've got some ground they need to make up.
Swung on line to right center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Wilson. Now here he comes, heading for home, and he's in there.
Now batting for the
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. It's a perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up and how he throws to this guy. And Butler's in the box. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now, each player feeding off the other.
Well, if the offense gets going early like this, it's definitely a bonus. You always like to achieve that production in the first inning, but it doesn't always happen.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a smash. Two down. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home.
Good productive out, good productive at bat, picking up the RBI. Nice piece of hitting.
Right fielder up. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Gary, it's still early in this game, but there's a chance this could get out of reach even before we get out of this inning.
And a classic here, maybe one of these stop the bleeding scenarios going on. Smacked that one. He got her right up the middle. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They come out hard, put up a few. Oakland is leading 3-0.
Now batting for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oakland starter for our ball game. Steve, he's got to focus here. Toronto hitters. What's he thinking about?
A pretty even matchup right here with the quality of the lineup.
Boy, that one is stung up the middle. We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, some people say baseball's kind of boring. Watch Vladimir Guerrero swing the bat. There's nothing boring about it. One of the most violent swings in the game of baseball. Plus, it doesn't matter if it bounces or if it's over its head. It might hit him. He's swinging.
Now we'll take a quick look at the A's, how they're taking the field defensively.
Look, Gary, you know, they always want to play solid defense, but against this weak hitting lineup, there's a chance that they have some margin for error today.
He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one. He swings, hits a ball to right field. That's one away. Here's a look at what's coming up for the A's. Final game with Toronto's Thursday.
Number 27.
They head to yet another venue, the Braves at Turner Field. That'll be a 3-game series. Following that, a meeting against another team in the AL West, the Houston Astros.
Well, sometimes it's difficult for young teams to win on the road. In 2011, that was the story for the Oakland A's. They just couldn't find ways to get it done outside of Oakland.
That's swung on a liner here into right field for a single. Steve was talking about the road woes. 50 losses for the A's away from home, John.
For a young team like the A's, still trying to get their feet wet, it can be hard going on the road and coming home with some W's.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which. A swing line to left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. Around third, heading home. And he will score from second base. Safe at second, not able to make that play. And they managed to knock in 2 runs. On this win expectancy graph, we can see just how much damage that double has done.
Well, pitch up in the zone right here. He capitalized on it, picking up a couple ribbies.
Boy, the last thing you want to do as the pitcher is put that ball up where a guy can get the bat on it. He did.
That was a mistake.
Here's the delivery. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall, and they score the run. And he's heading for third. There's the throw. Gets in there in time. He is safe at third. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy. A highlight reel play right here. This is the head-first attempt at third.
Well, the quickest way between 2 points is a straight line. He goes diving directly into the bag to make it in there.
And his manager will be happy because he at least was going to have a double. Ground ball towards second. Number 23. There's one.
I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. 4th in triples, 5th in home runs, and offensively scoring runs is the name of the game, and they got that done, ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Swings, clobbers it deep, left center field, and goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. So that narrow 1-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
When you throw your four-seam fastball, you better locate it. If you make a mistake, good hitters are going to make you pay for it. He's paying for it now. All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Number 22, Ernie Clement.
He swings now and really hit that. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. Well, they are losing in this ball game. Not sure what they think about the guy on the mound, but they got two up in the pen.
I don't know what the rush is to get him out of there. He still looks fresh. He's had some problems in the game, but I think he can regroup still.
They strike 5 times and now back in front. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. Third baseman up. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
By looking at the guy's splitter, that pitch has been hit twice already.
And that pitch is the only pitch that anybody has hit here. But hey, we're only in the second inning, so he's going to need to be at least aware that this lineup may be keying in on something, or he might be tipping that pitch.
Line drive left to the bag and foul. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1. Back up the middle, Jimenez. And he throws on to first for the out, put away.
Designated hitter, number 1.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings and see how the Oakland Athletics fared. 7th in batting average with runners in scoring position, 9th in doubles, and they were in the top 10 in triples, really showing that aggressiveness out of the batter's box, thinking 3 when they hit the ball in the gap.
Swing and a long high drive deep into right center field. Goodbye home run. Excellent job with a big fly ball. Now they trail by only 1. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup. Good piece of hitting right here. That's a tough pitch. The ball up and away, but it was up, and that's the key, is it was driven way up out of the park.
You don't want to let these guys extend their arms. He did there, and he paid for it.
Well, the A's have to be happy. They're at least cut into this lead. Now they know they're within striking distance. Try to add on to it and see if they ultimately can't take it over.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. Out number 2.
This ball is headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
Up now, their second baseman. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Headed for the middle. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way. And with 2 down, they've got a man on board. Springtime around Major League Baseball. Here's a look at the Blue Jays. This Oakland series ending on Thursday. They get a look at a team from the senior circuit, the Colorado Rockies. That's a 3-game series. And then they'll go up against the White Sox in Chicago. Number 3 slot up again here. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Here's the first pitch. Up the middle it goes. That looks like a single. Oakland in a nice position here to capitalize.
Look here, I didn't think he was going to try to go to third base there, but I like the aggressiveness, and now he's in scoring position. He can score in so many additional ways.
Two men on, two men out. And the first pitch. Fastball, too low, 1-0. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys? There he goes for second. 1-1. And he is out trying to take second. Narrow their deficit a bit. They pick up a run on the dinger. The A's showing some fight. They're gaining ground here.
For the Toronto Blue Jays,
Jimenez at the plate.
number 0, Andres Jimenez.
And that's too low, 1-0.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Here's the 1-0. Liner towards the hole. The dive, and he's got it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. Great play made, boy. Middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
Springer is batting.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
Had a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 1 so far. A smash between short and third. The catch is made.
When you play at third base, you have to expect the ball to get on you quickly, but I don't think anybody expects it to get on you that quickly.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Last time up, flew out. That's off the plate away, 1-0. Swung on and fouled away. And he watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
That one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. He sends this one in the air towards center. Wilson will field. And that one's put away to retire the side. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. And the Athletics coming up next.
At the plate for the Oakland Athletics.
Cleanup man in the box again.
Number 20.
See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
Well, listen.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. In time for the
The
out.
Oakland Athletics.
Well, nicely done there. He ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the runner.
It's going to be Wilson now. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate. First pitch is a curveball outside, 1-0. There's a hard comebacker right through the center. 2 men have been put away.
Oakland Athletics, first baseman, 4.
And Butler's in the box. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Good spot that time. Hit that outside corner. 1-2.
Well, that's a quality fastball right there. Just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
Up the middle. And that gets the tying run on board.
At the plate for the
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. And the right fielder batting again. 4 years in the majors. Here's the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Line shot into center field. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. Butler is headed for third. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
third baseman.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. That's a foul ball. Here it comes. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. And he lays off that one outside, 1-2. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
This one's grounded to second. Clement to make the play. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Well, you want to keep your options open, so as you look at the pen, both the righty and lefty are up.
Well, manager's looking ahead at the lineup, making sure that he has all options available to handle this lineup.
No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Toronto 5, Athletics 4.
Plate for the Toronto Blue
He'll get us going here in the home half of the third.
Number 27.
There's a ball hit well deep into center field. Way back there, still going. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. And now the lead is up to 2. The solo home run, a bit of a padding.
Well, another one right there, Gary, and that's 2 home runs and for this team today, and they're spreading the wealth. All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
51.
Here's one hit very well deep. Wilson will field. No problem for him as he gets that out. Team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look at our State Farm leaderboard. The Yankees, number 1. Second, the Rangers. The Red Sox, third. The Orioles, fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And he gets over to take care of it.
Well, this ball is hitting to the left center field gap, and the center fielder has priority over the left fielder. Good job taking charge. He called him off and made the play.
6 slide up at the plate again. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Boy, fastball, that one in the dirt. He lays off that. Now the 1-0 pitch. That misses up and away. Ball 2.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Lays off that one, misses ball 4.
That's a close pitch, but he walks him in 4 pitches, and now he's got to go after the next guy.
In the box, their third baseman. Homered back in the first inning. And the first pitch? First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner to 21.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
Now the 1-1. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a rocket towards short. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. And it's up against the wall. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Number 22, Ernie Clement.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
It's going to be Clement now. He flew out his last time up. Runners at second and third and 2 down. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning, and this guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
Jimenez at the plate. And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
And he starts him out. Fastball taken high. 1-0. The 1-0 now. Swinging and a high drive. That's to deep right center field. This one off the wall. 1 run scores. And the second run comes around. They're trailing in this ball game right now, but they want to keep the options open. 2 right-handers warming up.
Well, they have to bring somebody in who's not just coming in to get work, but let the guy come in and shut the door and try to give the offense a chance to come back.
Toronto's offense creating multiple opportunities. And in the batter's box, it's Springer. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses away. 1-0. He deals. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. That first run scores. That makes 2 across. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again.
Now there's going to be some tired arms in that bullpen tomorrow, putting an awful lot of pressure on tomorrow's starter because they're going to burn through this pen today.
So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are. Hit in the air to center field. And that should be a single. He's around third, heading for the plate. And he scores.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
And it's Vladimir Guerrero in the box now. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up at bats, and they're not.
Boy, with so many runs here, this thing is getting away from it. It's turning into an absolute rout, Gary.
And here's the first one. Lined foul towards third. Here's the pitch. Guerrero not fooled by that pitch. Count is evened up. Yeah, well, we've talked about having a mercy rule sometimes. It's a joke, but in games like this, maybe there ought to be one.
Well, the mercy rule may ultimately be the umpire expanding the strike zone. Let's see if it starts to change here.
Off the wall. And he's going to try for it. And he will score. Great base running.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
Cleanup man in the box again. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up at bats, and they're not. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. And misses below the knees, ball 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner in right. And this is a fair ball heading towards the corner. The run scored.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating. Now the first pitch. Missed, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Low for a ball, and it's 2-0. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. They score the run. And he's on his way to third. There's the throw. Not in time, and he is in there. This is the way you do it. If you want to pick up that extra base hit, it's a risk, and it worked.
Well, you can tell he really wanted it. You see him going in hard, diving into third base, just under the throw to make it.
Made a great turn at second base. Now there's center fielder at the plate. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up at bats, and they're not. And he starts him out. Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. The pitch missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. Cuts on that fastball, can't make contact. 1-2.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there, he just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
Now a bouncing ball to short. Number 23 throws to first, side is retired. They break this thing open, an enormous inning here. Toronto still up big.
Coming to bat for the
Clark
Oakland Athletics.
at the plate now. We're going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown in this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
This guy's four-seamer's been hit pretty good here. 4 times it's been put in play.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. That is a fair amount of hits that could be part of why he's given up the amount of runs that he has here. But definitely you have to wonder if he's going to keep going back to that pitch because he's getting hurt.
And that one is in there, his second hit today. He's trying for second.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
And the first pitch, hot shot towards the hole. Oakland in a nice position here to capitalize.
Well, you know, this is one of those self-defense swings right there on that pitch coming inside on him. It jammed him, but give him credit. He's on base with a hit.
Up now, their second baseman. 2 for 2 in the game. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Towards the middle. And that'll put him on another hit. Good offensive chance here.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Here's the first pitch. Hard grounded to short. 1 run is in.
With 1 run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
There's shortstop in the box.
Well, it's about time. I mean, I don't know what they weren't seeing from the dugout. They should have gotten out of this game a lot earlier.
You know, Steve, you imagine that big fly ball anytime. You get the bases loaded here. You got to take it. A swing line to left center. This one into the alleyway. Should be extra bases. And this rolls all the way to the wall. And they score him. And that makes 2 runs in. And he scores. Run number 3. Boy, this lineup, you just see opportunities here. And this offensive lineup knows what to do with them.
Well, this is getting ugly right now. I mean, he's given up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in and take a beating?
And for this offense right now, something to be positive about. They just don't want to take a good look at the scoreboard.
You know, with an at-bat like we just saw, they've got a chance to get back into this game. They're headed in the right direction. They're going at it the right way.
Called strike, and it's 0-2. Steve, I'd like to quote you on this one.
Yes.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You said that this morning, and it is apropos.
Profound, isn't it? They certainly do have an uphill climb, and they're going to have to get themselves back into it one step at a time. But, Gary, let's see this pitch again in K-Cam. Here's another look at the changeup.
And Butler's in the box. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And on second, one away. Here's the first pitch. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball one.
We went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Ready with a 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's hit foul by Butler. The 1-2 on its way. Slider, 2-2. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. And he holds off on the curve, full count. The 3-2 pitch. And that one's going to miss. That'll be ball four. He'll take first base.
Well, that base on balls doesn't help anything for this pitcher here.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk? Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit. But the hitter will take the walk.
And the number 7 batter in the box. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pitch on the way. Swing, hot shot. Oh, wow. Another hit. They just won't quit. And he scores from second base. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive.
As much as you want to blame the pitching, we're now talking about more than one pitcher giving up all of these hits. Right now, you have to credit the offense. These guys are really swinging the bat.
One out with runners at first and second. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That's the second out of the inning.
Coming to bat for the Oakland Athletics.
Clark in the batter's box. He homered back in inning number 2. And starts him out here. Hit hard on the ground to short. And it gets through. Finding a way to get on base today his third time. And Butler's home. Oh, this offense, every opportunity they get, they manufacture something out of it.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
In the box again, their left fielder.
Now there's going to be some tired arms in that bullpen tomorrow, putting a
hit up the middle. And that's in there. The A's will score. Production opportunities. Oakland's opening that door wider.
Number 23.
A big 2-out hit right there. That's his third hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Right now, looking better for this ball club. This is what they needed. Just chink away here and get back into this thing. And here's the first one. Splitter drops in for a called strike.
A big-time rally right here, Gary. This is what they needed to do to try to fight themselves back into this ball game. And, you know, a game that looked like it was completely out of hand, the gap's been narrowed significantly.
This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And there's Clement as he pulls it in for the third out. Well, the guy on the mound looks pretty good at the moment, but nevertheless, we got warm-up action.
Yeah, and I don't think they have a need for that right now. He's hardly broken a sweat out there, and he looks pretty good. I'm surprised.
So they strike for a big inning, but they still find themselves behind in this game. The A's showing some fight. They're gaining ground here.
Coming to bat for the Toronto
In the box,
Blue
their third baseman. He homered earlier in the ballgame. And the first pitch paints the lower outside corner. Call strike one.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Here's the delivery. And Joey Devine quickly has him 0-2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
Swing deep into right center field. Way back there. And goodbye home run. The production for the Jays goes on. So the lead now stands at 4. A solo home run, pushing them out in front a little further.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
The first pitch starts him out with a fastball for a strike. And Steve, you give up that big fly ball, now trailing further in this one. Pitching's got to find a way to shut this down right now.
Well, that's right. And listen, now with the bases empty, you've got to get in your mind that you're starting over and get out.
Gets in front, stopped it, it's in the dirt. Slider misses, and it's 2-1.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. So with nobody out, he's awarded second after that double.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game, the manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
Jimenez in the box. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. Here's the first pitch. Breaks a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. The Red Sox #1. The Yankees second. Third spot the Rangers. The Tigers fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
One out with a runner at third. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Oh, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Here's the delivery. A high pop-up. That one's put away. Now 2 down. In the box again, their left fielder. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
Swung on and ripped towards second. Gets another one down. That'll score a run. He's going to try to stretch it.
Now coming to bat.
Every big league hitter can hit the fastball, especially when it's down the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting right there. Doesn't try to do too much, but picks up a single to right field.
Vladimir Guerrero at the plate with 2 away. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
First pitch on the way. Swings, hits this one very high in the air. A soaring drive, and goodbye home run. The production for the Jays goes on. Now with that 2-run homer, they extend that lead to 7.
That's the second time today he got his pitch and absolutely drove it out of the park.
This could be a home run day. It looks as though they're able to lift that ball in their at-bats.
They're just so locked in. Seeing the ball, it looks like a beach ball. Blue Jays just continue to do damage. They're flying around the bases today.
First pitch to him. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Well, you know that taco you had before the game, Steve? I think we've got a full fiesta going early in this one.
I think that we do, and now you're getting me hungry just thinking about it.
The pitch. Oh, and that one runs in and gets it.
Well, sometimes the fastball just gets on you and you can't get out of the way. No matter how ready you are for the pitch, he couldn't get out of the way there.
Catcher up to the plate.
Well, Gary, as we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there, it's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
Here it comes. Fastball misses away. 1-0. And now we'll see if he can regroup here, get control of that pitch again, see how willing he is to throw it again right away.
Well, what you don't want to do is let it get in your head when you start to worry about pitching inside or getting too close to anybody. So he's got to make sure his head's right.
Low for a ball, 2-0.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
There's a swing and contact. This one to Ibanez, but not before they tally 4 times thanks to 2 home runs in the innings. Toronto still up big.
Up to the plate for the
Number 3 slot up again here. 2 for 3 thus far.
21.
Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. It's a fair ball headed into the corner for extra bases.
Stepping up to the plate.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Cleanup man in the box again. Last time up, he cleared the bases with a double. The first pitch, he swings and drives this one. 1 away. Runner on his way to 3rd. He throws, not in time, in there at 3rd.
He couldn't get all of that low pitch right there, but at least able to advance his teammate to 3rd base.
On a pitch down low like that, make some contact and don't get that lead runner stranded. They didn't. Ibanez gets a turn here. Struck out swinging last time. Only 1 out, runner on at 3rd. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Good movement on the cut fastball there. Just couldn't quite catch the bottom corner of the strike zone. Good eye at the plate.
At the belt, the 1-0. There's contact. He drove it well. 2 away. Here comes the runner for the plate. A run comes home.
Quality, solid at bat right there. This is what you want to do with a runner on. Find a way to get him in, even if you hit into an out.
And Butler's in the box. Well, they're making a stab at it. Trouble is, they've got a big mountain to climb.
Well, we just saw a quality at bat right there. Let's see what this guy does. You know what? Still a pretty big lead, but at least they're mounting a charge.
And this misses 1-0. Not likely they're going to overcome it, Steve, but at least it's good to see they're not going to just surrender this thing and walk away quietly.
Well, I agree. I mean, you have to give them credit for at least showing some fight, and you never know what's going to happen. You have to play all 27 outs.
Lays off again, 2-0. Sinker misses badly. He's down on the count now, 3-0. Ball 4, he walked in.
Well, he didn't want to lay it right down the middle, but he misses with this one low, and now he's walked him on 4 pitches. He's got to settle down.
And the right fielder batting again. Singled and scored his last time around. And the first pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left. Can't catch up with that swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
Well, as a hitter, if you're looking for something off speed, you don't swing at anything hard. But that's what he did. He wasn't expecting that speed, and he swung late.
Takes that one, 1-2.
Well, going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
And that's a fly ball. That could do it. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Contributions from a lot of different Blue Jays today allowed Toronto to play to victory.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
One big hit that can change the difference of a ball game, and that's what happened today. This hitter came up with that big clutch hit, so he's our obvious choice for Player of the Game.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Truck, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.